Welcome to the Some Laugh podcast.
It could be like, oh, that was some laugh, or there was just some laughs.
Some laughs.
Well, no promising all laugh.
No, there's going to be some.
It's some laugh. We were just discussing the World Cup draw.
Yes.
The shambles of it.
Yes.
I didn't see it.
You were the other side of the world.
Yeah, I woke up to this and it read like a fucking fever dream.
Aye, it was insane.
Nuts.
They obviously didn't consult any British person.
Except
Before
for Rio
getting
Ferdinand,
real- yeah,
who
exactly.
was the worst person that you could do.
Rio Ferdinand pretending to be his own agent on the phone.
I would say, very cringe.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin, like the thing is, a lot of people were saying the Americans, they're already worried they're going to ruin the World Cup because if they're putting all that shit in, apparently they're doing a halftime show.
Yeah, first
Yeah,
time.
well,
This
Cup
is like
final.
The Simpsons, isn't it? It's
Aye.
like so like The Simpsons.
It's crazy, man. But
Kevin
Aye.
Hart plugging his special midway through.
Was it?
Yeah.
Can I just
He
say,
loves
by
a
the way,
pound note, that geezer.
Oh, aye.
He was doing when I was flying Qatari, he does the in-flight, the wear your seatbelt and all
amazing.
Does it?
that. You cannot blink without saying Kevin Hart.
Is he speaking in English?
Yeah.
Aye. It's not like John Cena doing Mandarin or whatever. I mean, maybe they've overdubbed him. But no, well, I tell you what, the only thing that's more cringe, right, than that World Cup draw, watch Kevin Hart's new special.
Is it bad?
It opens with, I think it's filmed in some sort of kind of, like the Sydney Opera House. I assume it's some kind of opera house orchestra type of place because it's a woman with a piano. It's like a big orchestra choir singing, doing this song. And then they kind of know how that way the stage sort of opens up and he comes out in the middle. It's like, it's an extender. Like, it's like that. But then he just comes out and starts and does not reference
Acknowledge
it.
it. That's
There's no
hilarious.
comedic value to it.
That's great.
It's never undercut. It's just like somebody that's just so far and away with
I'm going to do that Van Winkle West End. Glasgow Festival whip.
But do you know what I mean? And then you're going like, at what point do you go, how is this, where's this functioning as comedy?
I was
Still?
like, what part of your act is like deserving of like orchestra?
Nothing. Do you know what I mean? Because even like, you think about a sitcom or a comedy movie, if it just started with a random pure serious, you're like, the fuck's what are you doing it as a stand-up special for? Do you know what I mean?
Fucking
Yeah,
brilliant. Have you seen any of his films? Either of you?
No, never. I don't think it
We had this
exists.
conversation on the plane of like, he's like the biggest person in the world, but I've never seen
Well,
or
it's
met
like-
anyone who's
He's
even
in
seen
The
him.
Rock
the new
as well.
Jumanji and
It's all for
stuff like
kids,
that.
but I think that's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't think that Jumanji film exists. You tell me there's a Scottish lassie who's been in a film with Kevin Hart and
The Rock.
The Rock? No chance.
I've watched
No
it.
chance.
I've watched it.
Nah.
With his
No, you're
eyes.
Your eyes are lying to you, Stephen. Doesn't
I
it?
basically
exist?
just know him as off the guitar at the back of the seat in front of me. He's like the green cross code man.
Well, that's why he's doing it. And then you're like, oh, I didn't know this guy was a stand-up.
Did you
play-
ever watch
fair play
any
to
of
the
his
boy.
stand-ups back in the day? Did you?
You did, I know you did.
I used to.
You're
I
very
watched it.
influenced by him.
Yes, he's a
Because he
small
was-
man. I'm a small man.
Yeah.
Nah, I think he used to be better than. I mean, now I can't imagine.
He
what
must
it
have
is
been
now.
shit hot in the club, surely.
Mm-hmm.
I think he definitely hustled. The story I know about him is he would take people's email addresses and stuff after the gigs and like build up his audience and stuff like that. But when now you need to do a QR code or some shit. But no, I you know what I mean, like I respect anyone like him who's done well, but like he's just. It's kind of like The Rock as well. It's like you just get so far beyond, but you just become a brand, and the whole thing's about the brand and how big it is, and then the thing you're actually known for is just like a secondary thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's just known as being big. Do you know what I mean? But then it's like nobody's like quoting his
No
jokes.
one's a
or
big
anything like
fan.
Yeah. What did you watch
that. I
the?
literally watched 2 minutes of it and thought
Right.
this is shit.
I
What
was
was
going to
he
say,
doing on
what
the
kind
tour?
of thing was he talking about?
He's just talking about his fucking family and all that shit as
Right.
usual. Like
Why?
I don't know.
Was he there to pick balls at?
Oh, you talk about
No, no.
Oh, the special,
I was on the
yeah,
special.
sorry.
Yeah. It'd be funny if he was doing that. That's on my niece.
That'd be class to do a special that's also the World Cup draw, to be fair. That'd be cool.
So I felt like it, honestly, man. But
It was a corporate watching it. It was horrible. It's like,
because it was at the Kennedy Centre, so that's where they do that Mark Twain Award, where they go and they give it to fucking Jon Stewart or Chappelle or whatever. And it was in the same place. It was like, it looked as though Trump was getting the Mark Twain Award. But anyway, well, you mentioned your flight, Stu. You're back from your travels.
travels.
Konnichiwa.
Good to have you back. Good to be back in the studio. The
How
three of
yous
us,
been?
know? We've been
Good,
good. We've been
huh?
good. But listen, it's not about us right
Not
now.
about us, it's about you.
Want to hear what's
Why am I
been
getting
going on?
grilled about my holiday?
Well, we just want to hear what's been going on. We've
missed you.
We've not been jet setting as much as you.
Yeah, had a lovely time. I was in Japan for 3.5 weeks.
What was that like?
So you weren't meant to be in Japan.
I wasn't
for
meant to
the
be
full
the whole time. We were beset by weather problems.
Was it a typhoon?
There was multiple typhoons,
So where-
floods, the works. We're meant to be going to Indonesia and the Philippines on the way home. But yeah, there was just really bad weather, basically. It's terrible over there. So we had to go to Japan the whole time. But it was great. But it just meant that, like, honestly, it cost us a fucking quinton fortune in the end, man. Just all the cancelled flights and, like, rerouting and having to get from Indonesia to Japan is like another 7 hours. So it's basically
really?
like doing another long haul journey on top of the two we've just done. So fucking mental. I feel fucked, but it was great. It was really great. Very cool. Recommend. Let me be the first person to recommend Japan.
Were you in all over the gaff or stick to Tokyo?
Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, and then Okinawa, which is islands south of Japan. A tiny little island called Ikema, which has got about 100 people on it, and then the bigger one.
Wow.
Which is actually like near Taiwan, which is another place we were meant to go and didn't.
Didn't they go to Taiwan?
Yeah, because the typhoons were preempting where we were booking on Skyscanner, and following us around. But no, it was absolutely class, man. It was great.
What was Tokyo like?
Mental
So
place. Big? Yeah, it's like, because it's like the first place we went as well, so you're a bit kind of like, you're still fucked from the plane and that, and then it just feels like you're in a film or something. You're like looking up and it's like just overwhelming, just fucking insane.
I've heard people describe Japan, right, or Tokyo specifically, as like a version of the future from a 90s movie.
Yeah.
Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I think maybe like it used to be a bit more like that as well because, there's more globalization now. Like we've got things they've got. But yeah, just nuts, really crazy. Like just every building's so tall. And like if you go to the pub, it's like every building's got like 9 floors basically. So the pub's on like floor 6, but then there's like a dog cafe and a darts place and a golf simulator and a fucking sauna.
That's mad.
Just
It's
everything.
like that building we've been recording in.
Yeah, it's like that one building in Glasgow.
The yoga studio and fucking telly studios and all that shit.
Paul Black's there doing a podcast. But no, it was class, man. I mean, it's just like, because it's like 3.5 weeks as well, it's sort of long enough to like, as much as you can as a tourist, sort of feel a bit bedded in and understand how things work and like you're doing laundry and having arguments and stuff. It's like long enough to like live your normal life.
It's like a Fringe or something, isn't it? It's like you just feel like you're kind of living there after a while.
Yeah. But no, it's really cool, man. Cool.
What sort of culturally, how did you notice anything? Were you like, did you do any taboo things?
I was doing loads of rude shit by accident because they're very into manners there and like being polite, keeping up appearances, like just things that you don't even think about. Like if you're like waiting to get on the train, there's like foot marks where everyone should, like in a line where everyone should queue up. And it is good, it does work. I'm just like,
are you fucking cutting in for
we're doing all kinds of shit, pissing everyone off.
Did they say
She's
anything
worse
to
than
you?
me as well. No, they're very polite. But they will be like inadvertently rude because of cultural differences that like from our end of like they're very polite, but then they will like move away from you on a train. Like if I was on a bus next to a foreign tourist, I wouldn't feel comfortable moving away because that would look bang out.
Right.
But they will just do that. Because that's not rude to
I
me.
will also do that, but for different reasons. I won't do it because they're foreign, but if they're annoying me,
Like
I
I
would
had
do
people
that.
move away from me loads on public transport.
Wow.
Because what, you stink?
Just because I'm a dirty foreigner.
They just thought get away from
It's just a thing that they do. It's the thing that happens.
Wow.
But they wouldn't move away from like Japanese people.
No.
So you had your own wee space.
Yeah, it's great.
That's pretty good.
It's great.
That's
it's like
crazy.
being a menace, and there's no mental people in Japan. That's something I noticed. No outwardly mental people, anyway.
But it's also
I've been back for a
suppressed,
couple of
innit?
days now. This town's full of mental people.
Yeah.
Full of litter as well.
But that's but is it not suppressed because
Yeah, it
everybody
is,
has to be so sort of keeping the manners up and stuff, but then that's how they've got this underground stuff where they're on to, I don't know, whatever.
Shagging.
Aye.
Shagging octopuses and all
Aye,
that.
shag.
Carry on.
They all want to shag cartoon characters or whatever the fuck it is they're up to.
I heard a mental thing on TikTok, I don't know how true it is, but it's like, so prostitution's illegal for shagging in the fanny, but you're allowed to shag. But you're allowed to shag up the arse.
Is this the New York Times? You read this? Breaking.
Arse shagging only.
So yeah, you're allowed to.
I did not hear about the old shagging in the fanny routine.
You're allowed to go up to someone and say, "Can I shag your arse?" But you can't say, "Can I shag your fanny?" And then that you get arrested for that.
You need to get off TikTok, son.
Yeah, I'd probably do.
I mean, prostitution is.
Where does
You do see people out on the street and stuff, but it's a bit more nuanced than like
right?
because they have these
Just
things
got their
called
arse
girls and guys bars where it's like, so you could go out with you basically pay them for their company over the evening. I think
Interesting.
there's a bit of a loneliness
Escort.
epidemic kind of thing, but some of them are prostitutes, but not everyone.
Well, at least they've got a bloody solution, unlike here.
Yeah, some of it don't look right to me, but
Really?
I don't know. But I think they're going to crack down on that. I think, but apparently that is more of a cultural thing of like folk will just at their lunch break go and see a prostitute. Not
Really?
like I don't think it's
To
that
get their
widespread, but like because my cousin works over there, he's not saying he's done that, but he's
Yeah.
he's got some observations for that.
Interesting.
Right. So does he work in an office in Japan
Yeah.
or whatever?
Yeah.
How does he feel doing that?
It's like crazy over there because they work so hard. Where like they've got like a culture of like you work so hard for the company. They've got a thing called a salary man, which is basically like men in suits in the city. But like you go out for drinks after with your boss and you all go on the piss.
Karaoke.
Yeah, so you'll like work yourself 12 hours to death during the day and then go out and get smashed.
Work hard, play hard.
Yeah, exactly.
But
But
you-
like too hard.
You're
on
just
both ends.
spending all your time with people you work with, more
Yeah.
with your family.
Well, yeah, fuck them.
That's why they need to go and get prostitutes. They don't have any family.
Probably.
You know, loneliness epidemic.
Yeah, I don't think we'd fare well over there.
No.
I'm quite work shy.
And is it
I don't even like doing this.
is there not a respect thing for like the CEO would be you kind of copy them, or if a respect thing would be to kind of mimic them or something? I've heard.
I think,
Is that
I
true?
think there's an element of that, yeah.
Like for instance, if you were to do someone's accent here, that would be pretty. That's a faux pas.
Oh, you mean
isn't it?
actually like doing an impression of them?
Almost, or
Alright.
like.
I'm
or
not
So
really
you're
got
saying
common
that if you went to
mannerisms.
Japan, you'd think it would be
It's
best to
very
do their
polite if I
accent?
do the accent.
Your Honour. I was being polite.
In some cultures, this is considered a real compliment. I'd love to see you in Japan.
I'd love to go to Japan.
Stevie in Japan, I'd like to see that.
I'd really like to go.
You're not allowed to eat on the move. That's one I kept falling foul of.
Would
Right.
You don't realise how much, as a British person, you love walking down the road eating a meal deal until
Would you do
can't
this on trains and stuff as well then?
Yeah,
And then-
you're not meant to eat. I think the unspoken rule is you can eat on a train where you're like, it's a proper train and you've got a tray and stuff.
Right.
But like if you're on the subway or that, it's like, don't
Is that
be
no
doing
go?
that.
Right. And what do they say if you do that? They just
They
move
just
away
look at you
from
like
you.
you're a cunt.
I
Yeah,
would say that's probably true here as well, though, to be fair. For the most part.
yeah but less so, I'd say.
Aye.
Yeah.
Depends on what you're eating. Tuna?
Oh
Get the
god.
fuck.
Yeah. No way.
Can of tuna.
But you know, if you're eating something,
That's
you know,
spin.
a piece and ham, which I'm sure is a delicacy in Japan.
They do piece and ham. They do piece and ham, but with cucumber. So
There's no, they
having
no
that.
get just ham, which I like. No, that they say that's the name of it on the sandwich.
No
just
butter.
ham.
It just says just ham.
You're so plain, man. The
No,
name
No, I don't even get
nuggets.
it. I don't get it.
You just get the bread.
No,
just the ham, actually.
Just the
Just the ham,
Can I have
no
the
bread.
just ham but no bread? Just ham sandwich, but
Just a packet of Bernard Matthews.
because it's better man.
That was the way it
It's
says it.
racist, okay. But
Benny Manning's actually really polite over there in their culture. They love him.
he does their accent. That's
He's
funny.
going right to the top.
So how did anyone ever sort of directly approach you and like sort of reprimand you for your behaviour, or was it just
No,
a general
it's sort
sense
of. I think it's like a society where
passive aggressive?
everyone, yeah, kind of everyone keeps everyone in check by adhering to the rules, and there's like a. I think as a tourist, you're not expected really because you're like, why would this guy know? You know.
Yeah.
So you
I
just
don't-
feel a bit like you're in London getting in folks' way. Do you know what I
Aye.
mean? More than anything.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that. That sounds a lot like what I like.
I quite like people being considerate in public and on public transport and
Yeah.
all that. Do you know what I mean? But it does feel quite oppressive after a while of like,
Aye.
especially like she can't be told. So like, you know, it's like she not like it because it feels like you're stepping on like, you know, my free will kind of thing.
Aye.
Because after a while of like, just, yeah, it does feel a bit like it's hard to relax.
Aye. Why do they need to be so uptight
Yeah.
about where you're standing to get on the train and all
But
that
it is
shit?
good and it makes sense because it just like the train is better and easier. It's cleaner, it's more efficient, you know. So it does work, but
At what cost?
At what cost?
At what cost?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think CMB was saying like chatting on public transport.
You're not
or
meant to talk
wearing
either.
wearing perfume and stuff as well as like
Perfume, I'm not aware of that
a
one.
bad thing.
Well, I wasn't wearing perfume.
If you're
so that's
wearing
good.
deodorant on public transport, it's
That's bad, is
it's
it?
bad.
But you know when you're
A
not
guy
meant
did
to
also
smell.
loudly fart sitting next to me on the
Did
subway,
he?
so
And
I
that
don't know where that
and that
lines
was
up.
fine, was it?
Wasn't perfume.
You should have copied his fart. That would have been
That was
respectful.
very respectful.
Aye, that's interesting. But you don't smell deodorant. If somebody's wearing deodorant, it's to stop smelling, really, isn't it?
But you can smell if it's got a scent. You can smell.
But how close are you getting to
Like
somebody?
Africa, he's wearing.
Yeah, but how close are you getting
But
to
on the
somebody?
subway, you're right up against them.
Right in someone's armpit.
But you'd rather that than
Bo.
exactly.
That's natural, isn't it?
That's gorgeous. That's beautiful.
That's God's scent.
That sounds like a t-shirt, like a big fat guy at Disneyland would wear, like, B.O. God sent. But not like, because I was there long enough, you sort of, everything, like, when you first get there, you're like, fucking hell, and it's like slapping you in the face. But then because you've been there a while, you sort of, things become normal to
You get
you.
used to it, and then did you start getting annoyed at people?
Yeah, all these
that
fucking
you seen
foreigners.
they didn't know what they were doing. That's what happens though.
There's not a lot of immigration there either, is
No,
there?
there isn't. They're actually, I've not looked into this at all, but apparently the far right is slightly on the rise there as well. Or they've got like more, they can
When's that
traction
ever
there.
caused any trouble? The far right in Japan?
But if there's not a lot of immigration anyway,
They know
what are
learn
the
their
far-
fucking lesson the last time.
what are the far right after then? If there's not,
I don't know. I guess they just want to keep it the way it is. I
seems
suppose.
pretty
But yeah, there isn't much
conservative as
immigration.
is.
It weirdly doesn't feel very multicultural when you're in Tokyo because although I'm sure there is millions of tourists, it's because it's so enormous. It's kind of diluted and spread out. And
Yeah,
you can quite easily be in rooms where you're the only non-Japanese person.
really.
Whereas when we went to Kyoto, we were like, "There's too many fucking Americans here. We need to leave."
That's interesting. I wonder. I know. I wonder. Yeah, maybe it's just certain parts because there's so many. Like, obviously, it's so big in Tokyo, and because it's like how many people are there?
Like 43 million or
That's
something.
crazy.
It's like the third most.
That's
populous.
insane, isn't it? Because even you
Jakarta,
go,
which we flew through, we spent a couple of nights in Jakarta. That's now the world's most populous city. Might have been us that did it.
tell us about this. See, when you got there to Jakarta, I believe it was.
Yes.
How did
Jakarta? I hardly know.
But the hotel certainly knew you because did they not have pictures of you up in it? What was it?
That was fucking mental. Especially like coming off of like, you know, you're so tired off the plane and then you get in and they're like really nice, the reception. Then we go up and then they're like, it's just like a bog standard hotel room. Do you know what I mean? It's fine, but
Aye.
it's just for the night. And there's like a towel laid out on the bed and then there's like a teddy bear with a beanie hat on sitting on top of the towel. And on the towel, there's like in front of the teddy bear, there's like a little microphone that they've made out of like felt.
Wow.
And you're like, okay, right, okay, I've never seen that before in a hotel, but whatever. I'm in a new land. They do things differently over here. Maybe this is a thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, right, that's weird. And then I look at the telly and it's a picture of me. It says, tonight's performance, Stuart McPherson, big letters. It's got the Buble mic, obviously. Doesn't matter where I go, I could be in Mars and I'm getting the fucking Buble mic. And then it's like me in a boiler suit from the Fringe a few years ago.
Great.
Like an old picture. But they've also done something to it because it's like the background's different. It's like an AI version of me.
Great.
So I'm
That's
like,
what we've
the
been using the
fuck?
last few weeks. We've been
I've not been doing. I've probably been speaking more. And then I'm like, this is fucking insane. Like, what the fuck do they do this for everyone? And then on the mirror, there's like 5 printed out pictures of me on the mirror.
Amazing.
And it's like they've written in crayon in the mirror, like, you know, enjoy your stay, blah, 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 tag us and all that. And you're like, this is mental. This is like crazy.
And so, do you think because take it was booked in your name, so
Yeah.
they've Googled you or whatever?
I've booked so much stuff in my time and it's never crossed my mind that they'd do that. You know what I mean? So it's so embarrassing. They like Googled me and then I guess they've got 45 million people, but they've never met someone with like, you know, 7,000 Instagram followers or
There you
whatever
go.
it is, you know.
Well,
How did they know you were the Stuart McPherson? There must be loads of Stuart McPhersons. Imagine
Not in hotels in Jakarta though.
no,
That is
no.
quite an unusual name there. It was causing me an awful lot of bother.
yeah, but so you've booked it. They've Googled you, but you
'Cause
could
if
just
you
be
went,
a
it'd
Stuart.
just be that pedo guy.
Exactly. What if it's a
Tag us.
different? What if you were a different Stuart McPherson? They
That'd be
walked in.
hilarious. Imagine Steve getting into the room with his wee trolley and then, you know,
It's a pedo
looks
on the
pedo
mirror.
looking down on the mirror, yeah.
But like,
Yeah,
it
I
was
don't
just
know.
a random showed up and then your fucking face is all over
I know
the
that
TV.
that is interesting.
I wonder how they would know because, yeah, well, my name, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's not like I put my passport in the thing or anything. So.
I know.
So they've just
They've
taken
taken
a
a
punt,
punt, essentially, yeah.
and they've got it right. To be fair to them, but
But then see you weren't you right?
Imagine how confusing that would be.
But then but if you turn up if I went to like if you weren't a comedian and you go somewhere and there's a comedian called Stuart McPherson with your name, obviously the same name, and they just put up pictures of him, you'd go, oh, that's that guy. That's got the same name as me. They must think I'm him. That would be it. That would be the worst thing. And it's still kind of be like, oh, that's quite funny that they've done that.
Yeah.
Like, so I suppose in a way.
But if they didn't know you were the comedian, then they're just like, what is this?
No, but I'm saying if he was the, like, in this scenario,
The random man.
He's a different Stuart McPherson.
Yeah, but if the different Stuart McPherson didn't know the comedian Stuart McPherson,
surely
if it was an
at
American,
together.
At that point, you would be googling it and putting two together.
But it is one of those things where you're just like, what the fuck's going on? Like, is this?
And how did
so
Tamsin
confusing.
react to it?
Oh, she hated it. Very jealous. She was annoyed.
You never want to see another performer getting so much, you know.
She wasn't even getting tour support on the telly.
Featuring opening act.
Yeah, she was kind of annoyed that she felt they could have spent the 20 minutes they spent with pipe cleaners trying to make me out of felt. They could have spent that cleaning. That was her,
Interesting.
her argument.
is it quite filthy?
I think she was just jealous. It was alright. But needless to say, we didn't stay there on the way back. Although, see,
you say you play this hotel twice in your career.
also on the way down, just gets me back.
Tamsin's
Shout out
trying to-
Ashley Sabang, Jakarta. Any of our traveling friends go to go
There
stay
you
with
go.
them.
Well, I'd
Legends.
love to see what they put up on me. I'd be like,
Yeah, you should go.
Give
If you
it a
want,
blather.
if any mid to low tier, UK circuit comedians want to feel like a big deal, go to Ashley Sabang, Jakarta.
Sounds good to
And
me.
they like followed me on Instagram and everything. They're like messaging me and stuff, and the fucking manager of the hotel when we were there, and
Maybe they're big fans
so
of the
they'd love
pod.
this. Yeah, I'll send it to them. Send them a Spotify link. But I don't know. I guess hospitality is like amazing in Jakarta because we only spent 2 nights there, once on the way and once on the way back, and we stayed at this amazing place on the way back, and at the end, this wasn't because they recognised us or anything from the booking. It can't be, but when we were checking out, they got every member of staff to line up like the Champions League and take a picture with us.
Amazing. Really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's nuts.
we couldn't believe it.
Did they do that with all the other guests?
Well, we didn't see anyone else checking out. I'm assuming so.
Do you think they only get, like, we use like the only Westerners there or something? Or?
Nah, there was other.
That's quite a nice touch, man.
It was
Nobody
they were
forget
brilliant,
that.
but
I
it was
don't-
weird.
I mean, it must
It's
be
either that or
because
they did know they googled Tamsin because she booked that one, and they're like, "This is a comedian from
Maybe
the UK."
one day they'll be famous. Or maybe they for all
But
we know.
also, like, if you look at them online, they're not posting these pictures anywhere. So you're like, what are you doing with all these pictures?
Do you know what? That does happen to me sometimes though when people ask me for a selfie
Yeah.
and then I never see it online. I go,
Yeah.
what have you done with that?
I used to have a bit about that.
I think what happens is that they realise that they can't show anyone that
Yeah.
would give a fuck.
I like this guy, but it's niche. You know, it's not getting many likes.
That's it. They're just saved in the camera roll for whenever you either
Blow
make
up.
it big or get cancelled,
Yeah.
presumably.
Yeah, there's a hard drive full of like comics.
So you're going for Tokyo and the surrounding cities.
Yes.
But obviously, city of 43 million or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to an island of 100 people.
Something like that, yeah. So the Okinawa is like the group of islands,
Uh-huh.
but you fly into this place called Myokajima, which is near Taiwan, and then we went to an even smaller island.
Or as I call it, China. Thank you very much.
Learn a bit of politics.
Is Taiwan an island?
Yes.
I only figured that out recently. I thought it was a wee bit of like, I thought it was like Northern Ireland or something. It was like just a bit of the same land, but it isn't.
no, it's its own
No,
island.
it's its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it was cool, man. But that's like the most remote we were, where it's like there was literally one shop that was like a wee bit in a garage, and we were just cutting about this wee island.
Looked
and
good. Snorkeling and all that. Were you?
Snorkeling. You ever been snorkeling?
Never.
I think so.
It was good. Would recommend. Out in the swam with sharks.
How difficult is it to snorkel?
Really easy.
I have done it before, kind of on like a wee boat, when you.
The tube
Really
isn't
boat trip.
sticking above water, is it? Or is it the whole
is for the
time?
most part.
And then you can go under and you
can
can
go under
hold
for
There's
the
something
bit,
else
yeah.
you need to do, and I can't remember what you need to do. There's some mad thing you need to do to make sure you're not getting drowned. If you're going to the water.
Drown.
Aye.
Drown rat.
Drowned.
Kevin Hart wasn't using words like that in his safety announcement.
If you land in the water, make sure you're not
There's
drowned.
something else you need to do if you didn't want to get drowned.
That's what I should be doing. When Scotland, if and when Scotland goes independent and we get our own airline, I would love to be the person doing the safety instructions on the video. Although there's definitely not going to have the technology for that. But so what, you swam with sharks?
Well, the thing is, it was a shark, and I didn't know it was there, and she saw it, but she didn't tell me because she knew I'd shit my pants. She waited till we're back on land to tell me we'd been swimming with sharks.
You know what kind of shark it was?
Wee one.
Oh, just
How
a
is
wee
she
baby
so
shark.
calm about this?
She liked the idea of swimming with sharks anyway, and I was like, I'm not fucking swimming with sharks.
No.
There's a
It's
lie.
crazy.
That's
Why would
crazy.
you?
They're
Why
the
would you?
villains. Have you seen any film?
Have you
know.
seen Jaws?
Jaws, I could go on. But
Jaws
we're out
2.
in the Jaws 2,
Deep
the
Blue
Squeak
Sea.
Claw. The third one, I think they're in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Deep Blue Sea is a great shark film. Would recommend.
Oh,
Is
aye.
it
LL
actually
Cool
good?
J.
He rocks, that guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, it was really cool. Swimming with like turtles and stuff, and in the coral. That was amazing, actually. That was an amazing experience.
Aye.
Seeing little Nemos.
I bet.
Oh, that would be
Really
nice.
cool.
I'm just going to check that LL Cool J actually is in that
It'd be
film.
a shame if we got something wrong on the pod.
I know.
Sorry,
Is he
guys.
still kicking a ball?
LL Cool J?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank fuck. I seen Samuel Jackson and I thought, oh fuck, and then LL Cool J.
You thought-
This dude is
It's actually a sign of respect to confuse LL Cool J with.
well, it's a guy with an extra L.
Yeah.
I think you could.
But
Aye.
both of them are in it. So anyway, sorry.
Samuel LL Cool J.
I've seen him in real life, Samuel L. Jackson,
How?
in St Andrews.
All right.
Playing golf?
Playing golf?
Who's we
Him, not
Kangol
me.
hat on?
I can
With his
imagine he had-
absolutely with his Kangol hat on.
Aye, I can imagine it's like the wee kind of like sort of Burberry number he would wear with it. Is that right? No.
He's a big Kangol guy.
He's a
So
Kangol.
what kind of?
It's like one of
It's
those
like a
kind
bonnet.
of backwards.
Aye,
like a
You could wear it
I'd
forwards,
say-
I guess. It's the
aye.
kind of thing you'd see like Michael Jordan wearing when he's playing golf.
Aye, no, I'm picturing, but for some reason I had him in a kind of tweedy sort of suit in my head.
You wouldn't wear a tweed suit playing golf.
And you
You
know what I mean?
need
You
to
know what I mean?
update your golf references from the early 1600s.
I'm a
Playing with old
traditionalist.
Tom Morris.
I'm a
It's a gentleman's
traditionalist, right? Fucking tweed suit, nay woman.
Hickory clubs. No,
Yeah.
but no, it was class. Would recommend if you get the chance if you're in the
Suit?
East China Sea,
Yeah, man.
hit up those lads.
You
They were
never know.
sick.
You never know. You end up there.
No, what else do you want to know?
So what was your main like? Well, what was your favourite bit? And did you have any takeaways? Because like it's nice to get a break and do all this kind of stuff you wouldn't normally do. Was there anything that changed your perspective on anything, or what's your sort of takeaways from it? I would say.
Yeah, I don't know. It's shite to be back. Certainly, like getting back in the fucking like it's just fucking.
I mean, the weather's been pretty bad this week. to be fair.
Miserable. I can't believe it.
I know.
Have you just been put up with this the whole time?
It's not been. No, this week's been.
Yesterday it
particularly-
didn't get light at any point.
Yeah, no. Yesterday the weather was one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It was fucking flooding and all that shit. wasn't it?
I would say in terms
High
of
winds.
like cultural takeaways, one thing that is really great about Japan is that they just like there's just so much care and thought put into everything.
Mhm.
So like just tiny things that you wouldn't think. Like we were in this like it's like a kind of touristy thing. You're like at the top of like a tower kind of thing. But just like the way it's done, like if it was in Britain, it'd just be like, right, go up the fucking lift. Do you know what I mean? Whereas every little part of it was like brilliant in its own way. And there's
Aye.
like in the lift, there's like a light show and the music's perfect. And like just things like that where like if it was here, we just wouldn't give a fuck. It'd be like, right, it's 20 quid, up you go. Do you know what I mean? And like every like if you go to like a restaurant, they've got these like they're called isekayas, which is like a small restaurant where it'll be like just one guy knocking out these 8 dishes that he makes every day of his life to like an unbelievable standard, and he puts pride in that, and he just does one thing really well, and like
Yeah.
everything is like just really efficient and clean and like well thought out. And then you come back here and you're like, this is a fucking riot. What's going on?
Aye.
There's litter everywhere. There's smashed glass everywhere. There's potholes everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, and like we do things better than them as well. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Totally.
you don't want to be that buttoned up. It's not like it's.
No.
And I'm sure if you actually lived there, there's like everyone there would be complaining about stuff as well. But
Aye.
it's when you come back and you see it with fresh eyes, you're like, fuck's sake, man.
Totally. Well, it's when you realise it's like obviously his neighbour's perfect, but when you realise like things could be better,
Yeah.
like, and you take that away from another place, you go, well, I think sometimes people just go here, well, it's just it's the way it is, and there's no way you can change it, but you actually can. And when you see these type of things, it sounds like there's an attention to detail. You can maybe take on board.
Yeah,
and
that is it.
that's presumably why so many of them go to prostitutes, because I'm sure that they
They have a
enact the
bespoke
same.
service. Yeah.
Arse only, please.
But I'm sure those arses are immaculate.
The cleanest arses I've ever seen in my life.
Well, the bidet, yeah,
Yeah, Japanese toilet, of course.
Obviously,
huh?
Steve has a long-standing concern
About the bidet.
becoming addicted to bidets. I thought of you every time I used one.
Were you using it then? How
I
was
only used the bum gun once,
Right.
and that was in Jakarta, actually.
it? How was that
It
experience?
was actually
for you?
very good.
Weird or nice?
For you obviously don't have you obviously don't have an addictive personality.
I was on the way to see a prostitute and I got confused.
Usually Steve is one of those people I could just have one and then go home.
Only on a night out, you know.
Had a few drinks, you know.
Some people
really
can't drink
Moorish,
without
these
getting on the beanie. What was I saying? No, but in Japan they've got very the toilet seats are better. They're brilliant.
Heated and all
Heated.
that.
Interesting.
Like the bloody queen.
Talks to you and stuff.
Got a frickin' bank of buttons on the side that you're scared to touch any of them.
What kind of buttons?
Just buttons.
A bank of buttons?
No, like, you know, like on the toilet, on the right hand side down there, it'll be like, you know, the diagram will be like, you know, you've not got Kevin Hart explaining it to you, but it'll be like a jet of water into what looks like an ass.
Right.
You know,
How
so I
do
know
they
what
keep
that
the
one
toilet
means.
seats clean? This is my question. Because it's
So
alright.
maybe one of the buttons does that.
Heat is great, but you don't want if it's if it's no.
This is
clean.
true. And that would surely drum up bacteria.
Drum up business.
Because is anyone still putting the toilet paper around the seat in these places?
I wasn't.
No.
And surely if a jet is shooting up your arse, shite's going to splash. Just surely that doesn't seem clean, does it? If it, you know what I mean?
I thought it was a separate bit. Is it? It's in the
trajectory.
toilet,
it's
in
built
the
in the
plumbed
toilet.
in. I can't field these kind of questions. I'm sorry, I didn't.
You didn't use it?
I'm not an
You
expert.
didn't use the jet?
I actually didn't in Japan. I was scared of the buttons. I'm an old-fashioned guy. I'm
Yeah.
still shitting like the golfers were back in the day. Yeah. The other thing I would say that I really like about it is there's like a sense of whimsy in Japan that we don't have here. That like
James
it's just
Castle
fun.
big there.
Yeah, it's huge. You can't move. Yeah. But like you know, if you're going to like, especially like when we were in Osaka, which we really loved Osaka, it was kind of like the Glasgow to Tokyo's London.
Well, I'd hope so with all the super dry apparel that people wear here that
Didn't see
says
any of that
Osaka on
over
it.
there. But it's just fun, and like, you know, every street, like if there's like a seafood restaurant, it would have like a fucking giant crab on top of it. Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
Or there's like a sushi restaurant and there's a giant sushi chef with like chopsticks and he's spinning round and just shit like that. It's fun. Everything's got a fun mascot. Everything's got a cartoon. Everything's got a song.
Well, they do love mascots in
Yeah, it's
Japan. This
brilliant.
is a thing, aye.
Whereas like you go to M&S, there's no fun to it. There's
That's
not
just Ray Bradshaw doing the fucking
I know.
adverts.
Just fucking cunts we know making a pound coin. It'd be like if we were in Osaka and there's like a giant inflatable Ray Bradshaw on top of it.
Yeah, that I would love to see.
That kind
I
of
would love
thing.
to see. Alright guys, just a reminder that we are on Patreon for as little as just £3 a month. You can sign up and get access to what, guys?
Hunters of bonus content.
Yes, including the live shows that we've done previously.
Yeah, previous live
How many
shows
of them
and
are
that.
there? 5, 6?
There's maybe more than that, actually. to be
Hunters,
honest.
it's going up all the time.
Loads of them.
Yes.
Here's what I should say, actually, is that if you do listen on Spotify, you do get, if you've got Spotify Premium, you get an ad-free listening experience.
There you go.
Beautiful.
Now we're plugging Spotify.
There you go. Well, you know, maybe they're already listening to it, so in a way, we're plugging something that doesn't need to be done.
Doesn't need to be plugged.
It's like when you see a Visit Glasgow sign.
Yeah.
Well, I'm already here.
Fucking
I'm
is.
already in Glasgow. Put this in other cities.
But the main thing with the Patreon, obviously, an extra episode every 2 weeks, and that primarily consists of the three of us sitting about chatting the shit, chewing the fat,
Shooting the fat.
Chewing the cud.
shooting the fat,
Shooting the fat.
shooting the fat, chewing the
Shooting
shit.
the shit.
Not literally, thankfully. But yeah, if that's your thing and you'd like to sign up to support us, keep us going, keep us growing, do sign up to the Patreon. Link is in the description and we'll hopefully see you over there.
See you
Cheers,
there.
guys.
What have you guys been up to?
I've been kind of on my travels a wee bit.
You went to a spot?
So last week I was at an event put on by Spotify, our friends at Spotify,
That's right.
Friends
of the pod.
who, because we're on the creator program for the thing, so we've never really directly mentioned this in the podcast, but basically we make more money if you watch this on Spotify or listen to it on Spotify
Yes.
than on YouTube. So if that influences your decision, because the thing is,
And people have been boycotting Spotify. Though.
because musicians don't get enough money.
But podcasters
some
get too
people
much.
say, but, well,
Not us,
because
but
Well, Finn, Taylor and Horatio were there, and they actually done a wee spot at the thing, which was very funny.
Stand up.
They done like a wee bit where it was like kind of roasting spot fights, people in the room, whatever.
Right.
And they did say this is, people, musicians are not getting enough money because it's all going to me, and it's kind of true.
They're never off my Spotify.
Yeah,
that fucking front page.
They'll be making a packet.
They're big on it. So, but no, they were there. Vittorio, some of the other Irish lads, Shane Todd, William Thompson,
All
Mickey
the naughty
Bartlett.
boys.
Was that?
All the naughty boys.
Oh, well, no, because I think Shane and William and Mickey are they're kind of pretty chill. And then Gary Lineker was there in attendance.
Naughty boy.
He should have been doing the fucking World Cup draw.
That's what I thought, actually. I was like,
he wouldn't do it, though, would he?
Yeah, no, he probably objected on moral grounds.
Punted.
Who do you think's the next person they'd have phoned after Rio? Genus? Greg Wallace?
They'd have been better than Greg Wallace, man.
Chris Kamara.
The Rock and Greg Wallace together, because they look quite similar now. That'd be a fun little skit.
That's true.
In the World Cup.
I did speak to Lineker.
Briefly.
What did you say to Lineker?
So he was over there, and he was the only guy, because there was a chat. We were sort of thinking, who's going to be there? Maybe Louis Theroux, because he does the thing there. Fucking the rest is politics, boys. And I'm like, because that's how I was texting like Vittorio and that before it, because I'm like, what time are you coming? Because I don't want to be standing making small talk with fucking Rory Stewart or something like that. So, but they were all there for the start, thankfully. And then, but so Lineker was the only big name really, like in terms of like somebody that we don't like know or something like that, the pure big A-lister guys. And he was there with some of the people, but he was over at a table, and you're obviously like, let's just, it's kind of be chill.
Yeah.
But then, obviously get a few drinks. There was free drinks, and lunch, and all that sort of stuff. They made a wee model set of our set, which I forgot to ask them to give us, but that was quite cool as well. But then, at one point, I got up to go to the bathroom, and as I'm going up, Lineker's coming out, just back into the room. So I just went, oh, Gary. And I think I might have said, hey, Gary, big fan, love the politics stuff. So I said that. And then I just went, what did you make of Scotland getting to the World Cup? And what did you make of Scotland qualifying? And he just went, oh, it's great. And that was a bit this might have said something else, but it was being nice. Definitely good impression. Wanted to go there. Wanted to go straight.
I'm
away.
not going to fucking nail it. No way. I bet he was just glad you weren't saying that he'd like shot himself.
Yeah.
Because of the famous.
I think you're always sort of thinking, if you meet a famous folk like that, they're relieved if you don't want a picture.
Yeah.
But I think that definitely wouldn't have been the done thing in that scenario. But I don't know. I was just like, oh, you're the sports guy. What do you make of Scotland again? I'm one of like 4 Scottish people here. So, I like to talk about that. But then he's like, well, he would probably in the back of his mind, he was thinking, well, you should have listened to my podcast where we paid lip service to the Scotland qualification or whatever.
Sorry, Gary, I'm not prepared to do that.
No. Absolutely not. No, that's all right.
What is his football podcast?
I think it's The Rest is Football, I believe.
Who's in it though?
I think it's him, Mika Richards, and Alan Shearer.
Oh, is it?
They're the main guys in it anyway.
I like all those guys.
I listen to it sometimes during the Euros. I listen to it in tournaments, but I'm not listening to it through the week.
Do you know which one I've started listening to is Paul Scholes, Nicky Butt and Paddy McGuinness?
That's crazy.
Do you remember when they were the midfield 3 for Man United after Roy Keane left?
I have seen clips of that, but I don't think Nicky Butt looks like the most interesting guy in the world, I must say.
I kind of love it. I don't know what it is. Just they're both just kind of miserable bastards.
And then Paddy McGuinness.
And Paddy McGuinness, just like, why are you there?
That's like, to me, this is a mental thing, because like Kay Curd, who like we've gigged with, does one with Wayne Rooney now.
Yeah.
You're like, what is going on in the world?
Man?
Yeah.
It's insane. What the fuck? Do you know what I mean? Like,
What are they talking about?
Fuck that.
Circuit gigs.
It's crazy, man. But I know, just what a fucking mad time. Eh?
Yeah. I think it's just these sort of marketing people going, let's just pair
Smash
this
people
comedian
together.
with this.
Well, I think it's like, because obviously the thing with football is, particularly somebody like a Rooney, like, he's good and he's got loads of good stories, but he probably just needs that wee bit of help.
Je ne sais quoi.
Somebody got a bit of present experience, somebody can have a wee bit of a laugh, that type of thing. It does. It is interesting how it works. Because I went to, I took my dad, I got him tickets to the pavilion actually to see. It was like a mad Celtic road to Seville thing, and it was like a few of the ex-players. And Sutton was clearly the best pundit, because he's like, he was the best athlete because he's a pundit. But like Hartson and Rab Douglas and these people, like one of these, they're not as polished. And it's just interesting seeing the dynamics and stuff.
You should start a pod with Rab Douglas.
I would love to start a pod with Rab Douglas. I know. To be honest, Rab Douglas, right, because he was always considered a shy goalie, and was kind of
I don't know if that's fair to say.
at Celtic. He was maybe not at Dundee or whatever, but and he was kind of addressed being sort of blamed for losing in Seville, and I was like, oh man, he spoke quite well about it, and I was like, you're a good guy, man. You know what I mean?
Did they fuck up?
Nah, it was a bit hard. It wasn't really wasn't it? They just conceded goals, but the sort of general perception was like, if we'd had a better keeper, that might have made a difference.
Right.
But Bobo Baldi also got sent off as well. Let's not get into it. But anyway, it doesn't matter. But so that was good fun. Going down to London for that, and it was a good wee schmoozing event.
I thought you meant the fucking Celtic thing was in London.
Oh right, no.
Rob Douglas at the Apollo.
That'd be great. I'd love to see him. I've got to say this. I was driving the other day. I was actually going to get tickets for the game after my mate, and I had to stop and get petrol, right? It was kind of small petrol station, and this is a pet peeve of mine, and I don't know what the reasons is. Maybe there's something we can look up. So I was on the phone, and I'm putting petrol in my car, and suddenly the petrol stops being pumped.
Because you're on your phone.
And I look into the station, and the guy's waving their phone about as if you can't use your phone.
Yeah, there's signs of it.
Japanese wouldn't be having that.
But what is the reason for that? What's going to happen? Is it going to explode because I'm on the phone?
In a bomb threat.
I think that is the thing. It can spark.
There must be
a
reason. Because why would they give a fuck?
I bet you this was a rule that was brought in 20 years ago.
Just in case.
Just like when people had 3310s and all that. Oh, it might fuck with the fucking mechanics of the thing. It's nonsense. Pseudoscience. I'm sorry, I'm not having it. Everybody's on the phone constantly. And by the way, see if I was listening, if I had earphones in and I was on the phone, they wouldn't even have fucking noticed. They wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, I've been thinking the same stuff with all these flights of like, how much can this interfere really with it?
With the signal. Yeah.
What is the deal with the airplane mode? Because it's not. What is the deal with airplane food? But it's
crazy, that stuff.
Yeah. But I used to always think like the plane would crash. But obviously, I think is it something to do with the.
It must be to do with like getting in the way, interfering with the signal. Yeah.
But between them and
it must be
air traffic control.
Not percentage chance that it happens, but any chance is like.
And is it to do with them air traffic control or whatever?
Maybe, but I mean,
fuck knows. I don't fucking know.
Surely you tweeting isn't going to affect where the fucking GPS of a plane is. Do you know, like, how's that?
That's what I thought. I know.
I don't get. Is it going to pop up your tweets on the rescreen? I don't think so.
I don't think it's a Twitter specific.
If you're all right to use Blue Sky, actually, ironically, but
I'm not on Twitter anymore.
You know,
well, I just deleted the app off my phone.
I deactivated the full thing. Get it
not
fuck.
Not deactivate. Does that mean you lose all your followers and all that?
Yeah. Good riddance to bad rubbish.
Sure.
Yeah, fair enough.
I still go on it. It's actually I think the algorithm, it's not as mental as it used to be because I think the algorithm picks up what you're after, but still a bad influence for sure. Yeah. But I like to see what these mental cunts are up to.
Keep an eye on them.
Keep an eye on them, see what they're doing.
Well, should we Google this fucking phone?
I want to figure out what the reason is.
I'll do it. What do you think the reason is? Fires?
I think it's something to do with, it's like...
Got to think fire's playing a role at some point.
Aye, but I just don't see how that correlates. Do you know what I mean?
But I don't get it. The plane thing makes sense to me.
Yeah,
I imagine it's barely an issue, but it makes sense. The petrol thing doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense. I think it's like and I just went in because I was so raging because I was really in a rush. I was really tired that day as well, and he stopped the thing, and then I was waiting for him for ages to put it back on, and I kept like that, and he was looking over. He didn't look over for ages, and I'm like that. He didn't do it, so I just went in and I got like enough to get me where I needed to go, and I'm just paying it. He's like, I put it back on, and I was like, I know for a fact he purposely did not put it back on to annoy me.
Yeah,
because he was annoyed because I was like clearly annoyed when he was put it off. Yeah. But I'm like, come on, man.
He did it.
According to AI Overview,
yes,
if you would like to
friend of the show, AI Overview. Never failed us before.
Yes. You can't use a phone at a petrol station due to the risk of static electricity, which is more dangerous than mobile phones. Well, mobile
Can you ruffle
phones.
Your hair and touch your jumper.
Well, this is it. Well, mobile phones have been wrongly blamed for petrol station fires. The real
Thank you,
hazard
wrongly.
is static discharge, especially from people re-entering their cars while refueling, which can ignite fuel vapours. Therefore, it is safest to remain in your vehicle and not to re-enter during refueling, regardless of mobile phone use.
Mark's going back to that petrol station, slamming that up against the window.
So what it's saying
Yeah,
is
cunts.
it's actually more dangerous to re-enter your car while you're fueling.
Yeah, apparently.
I've never seen
Which
anyone do that. Just sat in their car.
Well, you need to press the thing. That's crazy. So basically, it doesn't really matter, is what it's saying effectively.
It's kind of saying that.
Right, well, thank you. Well, fuck you
Vindicated.
to the guy who works in the bit near Perth.
Fuck you to that minimum wage worker who's
Yes.
just trying to follow the rules.
Aye, minimum wage, what's it?
He's just
Middle-aged.
doing his job.
Well, that's what the Nazis said as well. Just following orders.
Yeah, that's it. Seems to be fine.
I actually seen when I was walking in, because I only really get this way when I was underslept. I was walking in the petrol station. I said, "Don't go off your nut." That's what I said to myself. I said, "Don't go off your nut." And I just went, "I'm just good."
You said that to him?
No, I said it to
Or
myself.
to yourself?
And
I thought you said it to him.
Yeah.
Don't go off
Have
your
a
nut.
Masbat and don't go off your nut.
I said, "Don't go off your nut." I said, "It's not worth it." And I just
That's
went in,
funny.
and he went, "Oh, I put it back on." I says, "I'm just going to pay for what I've got," and I paid and I left. And I was fucking raging.
What did they say? Did they say
I said,
anything?
"Done." He being you, he done.
It's always a car-based, underslept base. You're like, well, no, that is. I've never underslept. Problem is, you live your life driving underslept all day long, every day of the year. Getting into
funny.
scrapes like that.
It's funny you say that, because actually what I done yesterday, because I was slightly underslept and maybe not feeling a wee bit well, but I went in for a haircut and
That's a
walking-
good point. I'm getting my haircut after this.
Yeah,
Oh, we're all right.
walked back round to the car and this is a thing that happens with joggies, by the way. See, like joggies like I'm wearing
What
now.
a potential for static.
Yep.
The
builds
potential
up.
for static, no. It just have this where they always you end up with holes in the pockets.
Aye, I've had a
Because
few. of them.
like, it's just this material.
Right.
So it's like, so if
Yeah.
you put keys in it or
Your
something,
keys
Aye.
are
it's
piercing
going
it.
to make a hole, and then so
You're
every
asking for
pair of
trouble.
joggies I've got, they've got fucking holes in them, and so then you can't put your stuff in it. So I'm wearing a pair of them yesterday. I go back to the car and then I'm like, "Where the fuck's my car key?" And I'm like,
Surely you'd notice your fucking car key going
this
down
is
your
what I
leg.
thought, but then the only problem was I was wearing noise cancelling earphones, and I'm like,
Okay.
maybe if I hadn't heard it drop out, I would have been a bit more oblivious. I would definitely have thought, because it'd need to go down to the bottom of my ankle and roll out my trousers.
Those jobby catches.
Yeah, exactly. But then I'm like, so I kind of traced my steps back round, and I was going to go back round to the barbers, because I was like, surely the most likely thing that's happened is it's fell out when I've been in the chair. But then I was like, I'll just go back to my car in case I dropped it in there. And I went back to the car, the lights were on in the car.
You left that
I
in
just
ignition.
left it in the fucking ignition. But do you know why I
Get you
done
in a
that?
home, Grandad.
Yeah, it was because
You were underslept.
because I underslept on that, but also because I was so worried. The first thing I done when I stopped was
Ringo.
I was about to forget Ringo, so I was like, I better not forget that. But obviously, walked to the car and I was like, thank fuck it was in the West End, because like fucking anywhere else in Glasgow, I'd been fucking away for an hour or something.
Yeah.
The fucking water's just sitting there with the lights on and that. I tell you what, at least I never got a parking ticket. But I was like, fuck, because I was like, fuck, I'm going to need to get in and try and get my spare and all that if I'd lost it, whatever. It was pure stressing it, man. But
That is.
aye, but that's rare for me to do something like that. I would say, like with the keys and all that shit, I'm usually not that bad for that type of thing.
Yeah.
But I was like, fuck's sake. I was
That is
bad.
I've never done that. That's,
Yeah,
that's a
left the-
risky one.
Left the keys in the car. I've had some fucking the car. I think I might need to get a new car. It's a bit fucked.
You were saying this, did your MOT?
What kind of car are you going to get?
I don't know.
The cars are crazy in Japan.
How?
They're just all like
Electric.
small. They're all electric, so they're all like snub nosed because they've not got like a engine in the bonnet or whatever. It's just like they're all tiny little square. They look like they're from like Up or something like a Pixar film.
Do you know? I think there's
really
something,
shiny. They're cool.
something about the front of the car. It's kind of like the face of the car, isn't it?
Yeah. You're an ambassador for the car. Yeah, I don't trust that. Yeah.
Aye,
know what you mean.
when you get that snub thing, it's at least there's something wrong with them. It's like the smart cars. When you seen them, you're like, ah.
The smart cars are ridiculous, aren't they?
I wish we'd got to make that show where Steve drives. Me and Steve had a script where he drives an orange smart car.
That's
It
great.
just
called
looks like
the
a big
orange.
orange. But they look ridiculous. And also you get the camper vans that are just quite flat. You know, the VW camper vans.
Do you know what I do like about the smart car though? I like that parting horizontally thing. Because it's so like,
is that a thing they do?
They can do that because it's like
that's kind of cool.
Less long than it is wide or whatever. So
chode car.
It's like a chode car, eh?
Yeah,
they
should have called it.
Just go straight in.
I just remembered I got you a souvenir from my travels.
Here we go.
Here we go. That's it.
This is the big finale. Very exciting.
No, it's not that exciting, but hey. Also, I have to say they were in packets, but I took them out so they fit in my luggage.
They were in packets.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's not just like it looks mad.
You've got some. I've got some of that Iron Brew stuff.
Do you want to taste it on?
Got it delivered here.
Taste it live.
Nah. I don't know any of that.
Nah, we're not getting paid.
I bought you boxer shorts.
Oh, lovely.
One red, one black. I think the red ones are larger. And if you don't know, this is a shisa, which is a ancient Okinawan symbol.
What does that do?
It's like a sort of half dog, half lion.
Scares
and
away
I thought it'd be perfectly good for Mark because it wards off evil. So while you're out playing the field,
before you get your arse shagged.
you. Before you get your ass shagged, he's there to warn them.
If I go back with someone and then it gets down to the boxer scenario and they are evil, they'll be put off by that.
Yeah, it'll like change colour or something to indicate the presence of evil.
Alright, the boxers will the ones that will react.
They didn't say that on the packet.
Because I'm pretty sure that most women would see them and probably get turned off.
Well, I was hoping to be on your front. I'll be on your cock, but it's actually on your ass. So as long as you keep your back to the lucky lady, you'll be all right.
Quite a fan of this. Can I have a wee look at that? I'm quite a fan of the flap at the front. This flap.
Yeah, you ever utilise the flap?
I know. I rarely use the flap. But
that's sort of going wee willy winky core, isn't
it? I like the option.
Yeah, it's nice to have the option. I'm a pull down from the top kind of guy, but
absolutely.
Now and again, if you put your wee willy winky through
the red ones
that.
The bigger ones?
The red ones are the bigger ones.
You want the big ones?
Is that all right? I didn't want to say, but I did think that's the way around. And I bought myself a pair, of course I did, so we could all have matching. But then I forgot to give my cousin a gift, so I gave them to my cousin. So it's you two and my cousin have all got matching pants.
Fair enough.
There you go.
Appreciate it. What the fuck's this?
Yeah, great. So what's the name of that? What's the name of
that on there? That's a little Robbie Fowler that I wear in bed.
Is that so you don't snore?
Yeah.
Does it work?
How's it got on those pants? That's
I don't
crazy.
know. I'll need to give them a wash.
That's
well,
yeah. Wash them first.
They're pretty roomy because see the thing about boxers sometimes is that you buy them and they're all
They can be suffocating.
They can be suffocating. These got a good bit of room.
Thanks very much.
Actually, yeah, that's no problem
Appreciate
at all.
Beautiful.
Good quality stuff. Special price just for me. That's what the guy said.
How much we're talking for these bad boys?
I think from memory they were about 1,300 yen. Which I want to say is about
bank.
I don't know, like 750 or something like that.
Jeez,
it's not that cheap.
That's about the limit and a Secret Santa into 1,300 yen. Depending on the the market
exchange rate.
Exchange rate.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks.
Yeah, that's no problem. Just think of me when you're well.
Did you go to a sumo match?
I went to see a sumo show, but it's not a sumo match.
As did people that looked as though they basically copied your holiday. The new couple, Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry.
Yeah.
If you look on their Instagram,
go out to that couple. With
they basically just copied because I seen they're like, they're going to see a couple of big boys, as you were saying, and
a couple of big fellas.
Sort of stuff.
Sumo is actually. I'd love to actually see a proper sumo fight.
So what was the one you seen?
It's kind of like it's for tourists. It's like a daft fucking. It's like Harlem Globetrotters style. It's like a show.
The best of
the idea that one sumo wrestler's
spinning basketball.
They're spinning another sumo wrestler on their fingertip.
Not like you've seen one sumo slam dunk another. That's crazy. I liked it just to see the big boys. But like sumo actually is like a hot ticket because there's only like 4 tournaments a year, and it was out of season. Similarly, I really wanted to go to a baseball game over there because they love the baseball.
Do they really?
Which looks like a really fun experience, but it was out of season as well, sadly.
For sumo, are they like celebrities? Would you go, I know this is my favourite sumo
I believe
wrestler?
so. One of them was because there's like an MC. This woman was MCing it. It's funny as well because it's just in like a 300. It feels like you're in the Glee because it's like a 300-seater round the sumo thing. Whereas at the actual tournament, yeah, exactly. And she was giving them all like hype ups and stuff, and like one of them's like, in this Netflix show. I'm like, oh, he's like the Grado.
You know, that's what I was thinking. Actually,
He's like the Grado of
wrestling.
Osaka.
Yeah. That's funny.
It was cool, but it was like a daft. I knew what I was getting into. Do you know?
But it's Japanese for it's yourself.
It's yourself, yeah. So yeah, I did go sumo. Yeah, that was
That's
cool.
great.
Lovely.
How long are the fights?
Well, obviously we saw like a daft fucking version. I don't think they last very long.
No, because until they
Push them out the circle.
out
innit?
the circle.
It's something to behold. It's just seeing just a boy like that. Do you know what I mean? Just a big boy. I'd have paid just to see the guy.
I know.
We got a photo with him actually on a disposable camera. Looking forward to seeing that.
Do you think they would get excited meeting a Scottish person because of one of the most famous sumo wrestlers in the world? Fat bastard.
Have we spoke before about how Michael Myers has just done us so dirty on a global like
no, we
Shrek
haven't,
and Fat
but he
Bastard?
definitely has.
He's like,
He's dining out on
yeah, it's too much.
and do you know who loved doing it? I know Robin Williams.
Yeah, he's had that whole bit
Doubtfire,
about
of
golf.
course. Yeah, the golf bit.
You can't talk shit about Robin Williams, really, can you? For some reason, but I
He's
do
killed
find him
himself.
really annoying.
Yeah, I felt sad when he died.
Yeah, of course, it's a shame that happened.
I do like. I put him and Jim Carrey in a sort of bracket of like these. They had this sort of magical 90s
That is
thing
true.
about.
You
That
grew
is
up
true.
watching them.
But by the same token, I think obviously as a
Imagine
stand-up,
shit in a green room with him.
well,
God, yeah.
first of all, he'd nick all your jokes, apparently.
Yeah,
He sort of
fair
hooved up. But I do think that he's just, I don't know, he was in, a sort of fucking just mad, talented, crazy guy, wasn't he? And, but obviously that sort of depth of soul and the rest of it.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying he wasn't.
He sort of,
brilliant.
in a way, was Mrs. Doubtfire.
Aye.
You know, that sadness.
We
In a
all
way,
are.
aren't we all?
Aren't we all? But no, he definitely done Scotland dirty.
Yeah.
With the accent. And Mo Myers more so, obviously.
We always did he have a football coach that was Scottish or something? That's why
Because he used to do it in SNL. He would do the Scotland
Who's this now,
Scottish
Mike
voice,
Myers?
Mike
Yeah,
Myers.
yeah.
And then so what was it? What else did he do apart from Shrek? Oh,
Fat bastard. I just think that's one too many.
you know. But then the Dutch could have a similar claim with Gold Member, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then obviously fucking Dr. Evil's based on Lorne Michaels, who was the SNL sort of guy.
Is
that
right?
based on him?
It's based on him.
Is it?
So
Have you been dinged from SNL UK yet? Are you still in the mix?
I don't know. I think so.
I only applied to write, and I've been dinged.
interesting.
I've not heard back, so I've been dinged.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe you're not though.
I didn't have an agent.
I'd
so
love
I
it if
haven't
Steve
got
was
the
on
fucking
SNL
email.
UK.
Nah, I don't think that'll be happening. I don't want to be in it anyway.
No.
You could get your own back and do a character called like Daft Canadian Cunt.
I know. That would be a good someday, you know what I mean, with that voice, that Canadian voice.
Justin Trudeau, of
Justin
course.
Trudeau.
That's how we got onto. That's
You
how we
could
got
play
into this
him.
mess.
You and Tamsin could play him and Katy
Yeah,
Perry.
he did say that it's like they're going around looking like us doing a holiday. Yeah. Well, that's crazy that they're together.
I know. She's obviously him, Russell Brand. This
Going to space. What's going on?
She's got blood in her hands.
what?
Why?
She's going out with all these horrible guys.
I think it means you got
I
blood.
don't
in
think you
it.
can blame the.
Is Trudeau a
You
horrible
Can't
guy?
blame the guy. He done that
Blackface, right?
blackface
But-
thing.
I think there's because he's a kind of neoliberal guy. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff.
I've not done the reading.
Nah, neither have I really.
I just find her kind of funny. The space
Yeah.
thing's mental.
Yeah, it's
Was she in the World Cup, Joe?
No, but
She
you
stuck
wouldn't
to
put
that.
past her. They had who was there? I think it was what do you call her? Lauren Hill done a song, and then Robbie Williams was on it.
I know.
He
loves a pound note, I
FIFA
know.
have got some fucking
What if they got on Robbie Williams?
They
Because
must
he
have
did the
someone-
song in 2018 and they danced like a Russian.
in
or
Russia.
whatever
Yeah,
it
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
really?
was. Yeah.
And it's funny in America as well, where he famously is not known.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because during the draw, it was like they had like 4 people for obviously American sport. It was like fucking Tom Brady and
Some baseball cunt.
Shaquille O'Neal, by the way. Best bit about the World Cup draw, right, was Shaquille O'Neal comes out, clearly had told someone backstage, I'm going to say this, and they went, please just
Absolutely.
don't say
Oh,
this.
yeah, that was-
Please don't say this. He
What
goes,
did he say? I've missed
do you
it.
know what they call me when it comes to soccer? David Blackham.
And Rio was like, okay.
David Blackham. And he's like, this is a fucking belter. People are going to love this shit. It's like, I'm going to say the one guy I've heard in soccer, and I'm going to just put the word black in it.
Does that get a laugh?
Not really.
I don't know, Enden wasn't getting a laugh.
The only thing that got a laugh was Trump when he went.
Trump was the funniest. He was the only bit of comedy, really. He goes like, I wonder who this is going to be, because it was like obviously set up for each president to fucking pick their country.
Their own country.
But he was funnier than Kevin Hart.
Aye, well, not hard.
It's not his first draw, by the way, for a football tournament. Trump.
Isn't it?
He done like
the Scottish Cup.
No, he done the FA Cup, like pure fourth round
He's done
draws.
fucking everything, isn't he?
Like, it's like having like Richard Keys and that back in like 1993. It's crazy. It's on YouTube if you want to see it. But it's like he's in England for some reason, and he's at like he's like fucking Nottingham's ground, and it's like after the games, and it's like the stadium's empty, and they just do the draw. It's like Donald Trump.
Why was he there?
Fuck knows. He must have been in England for some reason. But you're just like, this guy's literally done everything. And like, there was part of me. I was annoyed at the BBC guy. There was a certain BBC guy doing.
Were they doing a kind of Eurovision on it?
Doing a Eurovision Graham Norton thing, because at one point
that would have been funny if it was Graham Norton. They should
that
have
would have been good, because at one point he said
it's pretty
something
camp,
like,
to be fair.
Yeah.
Fucking YMCA and all that.
Yeah.
He said at one point the BBC, it was just like a guy that's usually a commentator or something, and he went, he says, hopefully this will be done in time for like the opening match. And but I was annoyed that he never, like, that's a good bit of trivia that Donald Trump has done. Like an FA Cup draw before, and I was so hoping they brought that up. And as far as I know, he never. But
how far do you think we were from seeing Rod Stewart as well?
Honestly, close. I actually see, because I was in the airport going to London. I seen Ian Maxwell, who's the SFA chief exec. Because I actually shout out to one of the listeners who has a patron as well. He got us in. Brian. He got us into the. He was in the queue behind me going for security. He got us into the lounge.
Yeah, as I said to you on WhatsApp, it's always someone that can do something for you, innit?
I mean, listen, this is just, perks if you had been there.
And it's always you that gets
you were both invited to this thing and could not make it. And so, I took advantage of the hospitality of Brian and got us in. And then Ian Maxwell Festival was there on his way to Washington. I'm like, this is crazy.
What'd you get in this lounge? You get free drinks and all that?
Got a free breakfast.
Free breakfast?
And you do get free drinks, but I wasn't drinking that early. It was great. It was fucking great. So no, nice. Good chat with him, and was on my way. So
From misery to happiness today.
What's that?
You were on your just a wee Proclaimers.
I was listening to them
just
yesterday.
a wee Proclaimers bit I'm doing.
It's more like letter to America.
What are we doing? Are we going to America? What's the chat?
Well, we can discuss this off the pod.
Discuss it. I mean, I think
seems mental to me.
Yeah. I would say that Germany scratched the itch for me, I would say, in terms of going for the 2 weeks and all that. Like, if we never got to do that again, then you'd always have that. But I'm like, maybe we could try and go for one of the games.
That's what, when everyone's been asking me if I'm going, I've been saying, I'll go if someone but not necessarily Marc has a good plan. If someone close to me is,
I would need to cancel a couple of gigs, but I think I could manage.
That's fine. So 6 months.
Shit.
Yeah.
I've cancelled gigs for far less.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we'll see, but I think the price, because I was driving when the draw was getting made, and then obviously the next day it came out. I didn't quite know where we were going to be, and I've not had time to sit down and look at it, but it'd be something worth thinking about.
Boston and Miami.
And maybe if anyone out there in the Scottish media,
if anyone can fucking help us out.
If you can get us a ticket, then
if I would like to employ us.
You would think the Haiti game would be quite easy to get into because their fans can't go.
Aye, I know, you would think so, eh?
But it'll be given out to just...
The fact that the first 2 games are in Boston is mental, because people are just going to be there the whole time.
Yeah.
But because obviously in Germany, people, usually it was like the day of the game, maybe the day before the game, it was pure busy, and then it kind of calmed down, and it was just kind of like a normal city, and there was a couple of Scotland fans kicking about. But Boston for a week is just going to be like Scotland.
Yeah.
There's quite a big Irish influence as well.
Right.
There? Boston Celtics,
etc.
etc. Shipping up the Boston.
A good place for drinking, I would say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is it? They've got a famous street there, don't they? Is that a different place? Yeah. Fuck knows.
Anyway.
Who knows? Nobody knows.
That was mental watching the Scotland game in Tokyo.
Oh, aye?
Because I'd made my peace with not watching it because it was on at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And we just happened to be going to Fuji Q that day, which is like a roller coaster park near Mount Fuji. And so we had to get up really early. And you know when you're like worried about getting up because we'd been sleeping in because we'd been fucked and all the rest of it. We had to get up at like 6:30 or something. And I'd sort of put the Scotland game out of my mind.
Aye.
And you know when you're like worried about getting up, so you end up waking up a wee bit earlier. Even.
Aye.
So I woke up like 10 minutes before my alarm. It was 1-1, and then I like managed to figure out the VPN. It took me like 10 minutes to fucking get a VPN to get the UK to get on BBC Sport to watch it, and it was 2-2 by the time I figured that out.
Wow.
And then like she just happened to be getting ready in the bathroom for 10 minutes. I had 10 minutes, and it was the 10 minutes.
Perfect,
nice.
I couldn't fucking believe it, and I was like listening to the commentary, trying to get a feel on what had been happening. And obviously made the most fucking mental game ever.
Yeah.
And in the last 10 minutes, like just when Tierney's going in, I just screamed and this like at like 6 a.m. in this like residential block in Tokyo. And then when McLean scored, I was just like laughing. I was just laughing so much. I couldn't believe it. And then I just had to go and have a mad day at a roller coaster park, and because of the time difference on the train on the way there, everyone's just fucking bouncing back home, and I'm like just loving it, just liking everything on Instagram. And then everyone just goes to bed, and I'm just like at Mount Fuji at a roller coaster park. And then on the train home, everyone's getting up, still buzzing. You're like, what a buzz, man.
One roller coaster to another, am I right?
I know. Because I was trying to get a feel for the game. I was going back through like the Scottish, like on Reddit, like Scottish football or whatever, was like 1,000 comments about the game.
Aye.
And I'm like, what was this game? Because everyone's like, Clark out. This is a fucking disgrace, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, all right.
No, it was...
Because we scored now, it's different.
Yeah. Aye, it was great. It's funny you say about that 10 minutes, because my experience was, like, I was at the stand in the interval. Basically, everybody came through for the last interval and caught the last 10 minutes.
Have they got tellies in the bar?
They've got in the front bar, they've got a telly. I think they usually just put, like, fire up to give the illusion that it's not freezing. But they put, obviously, the game on, and then... and so the whole, it was basically felt like a lot of the crowd were in for that last 10 minutes, because I'd just been watching it with like a few other people, including some of the staff, for most of the game. So it was like the perfect timing for that as well. So what a
magical,
so good.
Aye, let's fucking go to America, fuck it.
Seas out there.
Easy. I'm sure it'll be easy and affordable.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, you never know. Anyway, well, I think that covers it for this week's episode. It's good to have you back.
Pleasure is all mine, boys.
Thank you.
Pleasure,
guys.
Obviously, just usual. Please remember to like and subscribe on YouTube. Give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcast, Spotify. You can follow us at SomeLaughPod on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and send any questions you've got to the email address, which is somelaughpod@gmail.com. But thanks a lot for tuning in, guys, and we'll speak to you very soon.
Cheers.